Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome to this video, and in this video we're looking at the number auto rifle. Before we get into it, I want you guys to really turn up here and smash that like button. We need as many likes as possible. My last couple of videos, I don't know what's happening on YouTube at the moment, but my videos have been doing amazing, but my last 3 videos have just been not getting anywhere. I don't know if you guys have been getting them in your sub notification boxes or what. I might actually take down the Bastion video because it is just not happening. So in this video we are looking at the number auto rifle. I got an insane roll, ricochet rounds, polygonal, surplus and multi-kill clip, and a range masterwork. You do want to put on a counterbalance stock if you're going to use this weapon, because it makes the recoil direction sit pretty nicely at 85. So this is a 450 RPM auto rifle, a future war cult weapon that was only available at one point in the game in Destiny 2 Year 1 when the faction rallies were a thing. And even then I believe this was a pretty rare gun. Not many people really got their hands on it or ever seen it, so it's essentially, for all intents and purposes, a new weapon more or less. It's very similar, however, to the Uriel's Gift. You guys are probably familiar with that weapon. So yeah, it's very similar to the Uriel's Gift. It's an Omalon auto rifle. It's a 450 RPM, but the differences are obviously it's just been put into the game now, which means it can roll with some pretty interesting perk combos like the one that I've got, surplus and multi-kill clip. It is really good, especially on Sentinel, and I'll tell you why it's especially good on Sentinel. Well, surplus is a perk that you're going to get the most out of on a subclass that doesn't require you to spam abilities, and that's what Sentinel is. For the most part, you're going to have your grenade up, you're going to have your melee up, and you're going to have your barricade. Well, your barricade is pretty much always up, but I'll give you an example. Using a surplus weapon on Behemoth, for example, would not be as effective for the perk, because you're going to be constantly throwing that cold snap whenever it's available, and you're going to constantly be doing some sort of Behemoth melee whenever you have that available, meaning that your abilities are not going to be charged, and therefore you're not going to be getting the most out of surplus. It is really noticeable how good surplus is on this weapon, and just pay attention to my abilities in almost every gunfight I get into. You will see that I have my abilities up most of the time. Now, multi-kill clip is real nice on this weapon as well. That infinite refresh timer for multi-kill clip is really nice. I think it takes the damage up to something like 34 to the head, I want to say, and the kill time is very nice. The body shot damage is decent, and you can really notice that little buff. It does definitely help you out in some gunfights. I don't think that this weapon archetype is meta, but I do think it's better than it was. And I don't know, before I tried doing a review on Shadow Price actually when it came out, and I just gave up because of how useless the archetype felt in my hands. I just felt like that thing was just so bad. Now it's a very small buff, but the little buff thing got like an extra 1 damage, which doesn't sound like a lot, but sometimes it can make the difference, and it can help you to squeeze out those kills. And with Weapons of Light and multi-kill clip together, I think this gun was doing 45 to the head. With Weapons of Light alone, it's doing 39 to the head. A lot of damage buffs going on here, and basically in most games I use this weapon, I almost always had multi-kill clip going, and I'm hitting them at 34 to the head. Obviously we've got a range masterwork on the weapon as well, and one big difference they've done with these future war cult weapons is they have removed the sight options, which I'm not a huge fan of. Luckily this one comes with a good sight actually, but now they have barrels instead of sights, so you know, you can't go for that torch HS2 anymore, and you know, you've got to look for what kind of barrel you want. I think polygonal is a good choice on this weapon, but you know, there's a bunch of good barrels in the game. You can get small bore, full bore, hammer forge rifling, you know, arrowhead break. All of them would be pretty good. I don't really think you need arrowhead break on this weapon. If you use a counterbalance stock, the recoil direction is at 85, which is really nice anyway. So overall, the gun is pretty decent, and a bunch of future war cult weapons have been added to the game this season, which I think is really good. Obviously I think the future war cult vendor, she's like one of the main characters in the little story that you have at the beginning this season, so I think it makes sense from that side of things as well to put those guns in the game. So you've got this auto rifle, you've got the Decide lightweight energy shotty, you've got the stochastic variable SMG, which has always been a favorite of mine, and there's definitely going to be a video on the stochastic on this channel. There's also the Vision sidearm as well. So if you guys want me to cover all of these new future war cult weapons, let me know and I will happily do videos on all of them. Now, like I said, I had to delete a Warlock video that I did because I don't know, man. It's a brand new exotic, so I figured it would do pretty decent, but it did not do very good. I did a video earlier today looking at the Bastion after its nerf, and that is one of my worst performing videos in probably like months. and I'm not quite sure what's going on the channel the past like 2 days. Obviously everything before that though has been amazing, and I just want to say thank you to everybody supporting the channel. If you're still watching the video and you haven't left a thumbs up, please consider doing so, because it really does help us out. Getting a like on the video means there's just more chance of it being recommended to others, and that is what this YouTube game is all about. See, they're shredding some supers in the background. This gun is very, very consistent. The sight is a great one on this one, and the hit registration on the weapon feels very solid, and I just didn't feel like I was throwing the game as much now using this gun, whereas before, specifically I was trying the shadow price when it came out and I just could not get anything going. I think a combination of that 120 nerf plus this small buff to this archetype is probably helping a little bit, you know. That 120 nerf, I think it's kind of changing the meta ever so slightly, but not massively. I think in trials the 120s are probably still meta, but I think other weapons can hang a little bit better now after it got this little nerf that I needed. And yeah, this weapon, the number, and a bunch of other future walkout weapons, I look forward to trying them out for you guys. And that is the end of the game. We actually mercied that time, which was unfortunate. I thought I could have dropped maybe a 40 bomb in this game, but I don't think we did. Let's see how we did here at the end. Let's have a look. We got 26, way off of 40 bomb. 3.71 efficiency though, we'll take it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Check out my sponsors, drop me a follow on Twitch, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.
主役になりたい